hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm trying to speak a bit louder just to make sure. Bring the microphone in as well. Okay. By the way, if you wanted to, you could put some nice relaxing music on. So you can actually have the voice and the music at the same time. So if you want music on top, then feel free to do that. So standing at the back of your mat. Feet hip width parallel, directly under your hip sockets, not out to the side. Splay out your toes, splay out your fingers. Still got my glasses on. And then close your eyes. And have a little rock forwards and back. Whew, let's slow things down a bit. Slowing down your movement. Slowing down your mind. Taking your attention inside. And just noticing how you are. Giving yourself space to connect with how you are. And that might deliver some long breaths. And some big huffs and some big sighs as we let it all out. And then you're going to pause the rock right in the middle of the foot so the weight is evenly distributed. Engage your knees, your thighs, your bottom, your pelvic floor, your tummy. Nip your waist in. Lengthen up through your sternum. A string from the top of your head, bring you straight up. And a lovely breath in. Relax your jaw now as you exhale. Retract your chin, make 5. Ease off a little bit. Exhale, retract your chin, and as you do, just slightly push the shoulder blades down. Release, inhale. One more time, retract your chin quite strongly, press your shoulders down. Be careful not to shove your ribs out just because you're retracting. And ease off. Turn your face to the right and inhale. Drop your chin down, take it across your lovely heart and around to the left. Inhale here. Exhale down and across we go, round to your right. Breathe in. Exhale down and across and around to your left. Face centre, chin back, left ear to left shoulder. Circle or not. Round we go. Oh, you be careful, young man. Oh no. Oh. So your head's gone over to the left. Leave it here. And then start to circle your right shoulder round. Come on, Max, do downward dog. Just want your mummy. Oh, crunch, crunch, crunch. And then reach down with that hand. Lift your face, purse your lips, blow the world a kiss. Oh, let it land on all the people that need it. Roll the chin down into the middle of your chest. Soften your knees, inhale. Do your own roll down depending on how your back's feeling. Take your time. I don't know about you, but I'm stiff as a board. So you might want to stop at your knees. You might want to go further. You've got your tummy lifted. Hello, gorgeous. Your fur's still wet from your back. Give your head a shake, folks. And then breathing in. Uncurl, restack your spine, one vertebra at a time, rolling up. Head comes up last, sweep your arms out and up, reach. Bring them wide, roll your shoulders around, soften your knees, mind the ornaments, we're off. A little twist, take it really steady to start with, nice and chilled out. Letting your head turn with you, so you're not moving your head around. Keep your head directly above your spine. So you're like a little twizzle stick. This will get rid of all sorts of tension. Begin to slow it down. And come come back to the centre. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Tighten your thighs, bottom, pelvic floor, tummy. Take a breath in, and then right ear to right shoulder. Keep your ribs still, so no shunting of the ribs. Kerry, I don't know if you're on yet. Keep your ribs level. And then a little nod or a circle. Move that head around and explore. Purse your lips, lift your face, put it in the sunshine, blow the world a kiss. And then surrender. Oh, my friend's left me. You gonna lie down? Round it goes. Lift it up, roll it back, press it down, lift it up, roll it back, press it down. Couple more. And draw down, take a breath in. Roll the chin down into the middle of your chest, soften your knees, breathe in. Give me your finest roll down, going as slowly as you need to go. So you've got time to scoop your tongue in, to curl over, not hinging from the hips. When you get down, give your head a shake, waggle it around. Now, if you feel safe to stay here a bit longer and just shift the weight forwards for me into the balls of your feet. Toes are soft though, no gripping. And if you can do it, fold your arms and let your head dangle between your folded arms. Now, you might have a screaming stretch in the back of your hamstrings or behind your knees. You've got to decide, can you just push the floor down with your feet and a little millimetre more will come out of the stretch. Can you just nudge it forwards a little bit more so your hips are above your ankles rather than behind them. So just kind of play around with the boundaries for you. Inhale. And then let your arms drop. Soften your knees some more. Wheel your pelvis under. Exhale. Use your tummy to roll up. Oh, get taller. Sweep your arms. Now, are you ready? Exhale, swing. Control it. Up you come, onto your toes, drop your shoulders down, ta-da! You can say ta-da in the comfort of your own home. Up you come, ba-ba! Now those of us that like to flare our ribs at the top, make sure your shoulders are down, but you're tucking your rib cage in. And again, exhale. Inhale. If you don't want to bend all the way, if your back's not happy, you do a little ski squat instead. Exhale, keep going. Let me check if there's any questions or messages. You remember to exhale as you go down, inhale as you come up. Exhale as you go down, inhale. Oh, Kerry is on. Yay, get those ribs in. Oh, fantastic. Twice more. Exhale as you go. Inhale as you come down. Come back up, sorry, one more time. Inhale. Now then, stay here. Can you balance on your toes? I can feel my ankles wanting to roll out. So get some weight in the ball of your foot, get some weight in your big toe joint, and then come down into standing, take your arms wide, circle them round. Now I don't want you to be all hunched here, so drop your shoulder blades down your back, reach away with your fingers and circle. Just round something that may be the size of a tennis ball. While you're circling, shift the weight onto your left foot. Take your right foot forwards. Keep circling if you can. And hold that foot in the air. So you're balancing. Change direction with your circles. Squeeze the arms straight. You can only just see your hands in peripheral vision. They're right out to the side of you, 180 degrees, circling round. And then pause, lift your knee up if you can. Take hold of your foot, bring it through, no cheating. Just because you're at home and you think you can hold a chair. See if you've got to hold something, it's a light fingertip touch, but see if you can get the balance. I'm finding it much harder because the carpet's squidgy. So I'm going to get stronger in my balance, I think. Push this knee back, tuck your pelvis under. Watch this hip doesn't sink out, lift it in. And then working the knee back, pressing your foot into your hand, tucking your pelvis under. Squeeze both glutes. hold, steady. And then, of course, this leg's going to go out to the side slowly into a balance. Circle your leg round. Ooh. Lift up out of the standing leg, lift up out of your waist, drop your shoulders down, soften your neck. Ooh, fantastic. And then lift it up, 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 up. Plant it wide. Watch out for joints. If you don't want to come all the way, just stay here with your back flat and your bottom out, like some kind of sumo wrestler. Or you can come all the way down. Now don't just sink into your hips, just press the floor down a little bit and bob up out of your hips so they're active. Thumbs to breastbone, forwards and back we go. Good. Shoulders drop down, thumbs drawn in. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other, don't be passive. And then take your hands down, push firmly, lift your bottoms up, walk the feet in, toe, heel, let your head dangle, give it a shake, breathe in, and then uncurl your spine, roll the pelvis under, roll yourselves back up, vertebra at a time, lots of abdominal support, sweep your arms up, ready to swing, feet are together, exhale, much harder with your feet together, take your time here, and exhale, coming up, and exhale, coming up, and exhale, swing down, knees together, feet together, peel yourself onto your balls of the feet, twice more, and one more, bring your arms wide, stay here on the balls of your feet for a minute, drop your shoulders down, stretch out your arms, try and keep your ankles over your big toe joint, and then down into standing, take your weight onto your right leg, take your left leg forwards, I think that's the right way around, and then circle. So you can either leave your toes down, stretching your arms out, or you can lift your foot up and dropping your shoulder blades down your back. I can see my hip needs to go out a bit, look. It's very disconcerting because I can see myself and I look like I'm lifting my left leg, but it's my right leg. Anyway, it's almost better not for me not to look. Circle the other way. Stretch out, reach away, tighten your arms. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift your knee. Bring it through for a front thigh stretch. Take hold of the base of your big toe joint if you can. Now watch this, twisting of the ribs. Get the ribs facing forwards. Let your shoulder roll back. Good. Tuck your pelvis under. Scoop up your tummy. Chin's drawn in. Heart's lifted. And balance. Tempting to let your head come forwards in a panic. Keep your head above your spine so the weight is going down the centre of your body. Oh, bring those knees in, squeeze both cheeks, press your foot into your hand if you want to. Fiona Peel, are you huffing because you're not balancing, or are you doing all right this morning? If you're on carpet, trick your dimes. Take your leg out to the side, inhale. Plant your foot wide, down we go again. You choose, do you want to stop this part way or a bit further or all the way down? Let's go side to side. Sit up tall, you're pushing your feet down into the floor, so you're just elevated a little bit out of your hips, and then side to side we go. You can lie down, Max. Hey, not happy, boy. He's like this. I'm hypnotising him, he looks drunk. Hands go down, lift your bottoms up, walk your feet in, hang like a rag doll. And uncurl, rolling the pelvis under. Restack your beautiful spine, come all the way up, sweeping up. And then take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. You're going to go up and over. I want you to pull. Don't think over, think up, 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 up. And if your back's sore, you can pop your hand on your hip here, but you can reach. And if you can do it, bend the knee on the leg that you are stretching, or the side that you're stretching. So if you're stretching the right side of your waist, sorry, it'd be your left side for you, but as you're stretching the left side of your waist, bend your left knee. Let your pelvis hang. You can almost lift the weight off this foot. It's almost like weightless. And then you get this tugging down from the pelvis and a reaching up. Now, you're not just letting your belly hang out. Scoop it all in and up. Lift it under your diaphragm. Relax your neck. Rest it in your arm if you want to. Whew. Brilliant. Up you come. Now take hold with your other hand on wrist. Over we go to your left. Stay with this if you want. Hand on hip if you want. Bend your knee if you can. Let your head rest on your shoulder. Engage your pelvic floor and your tummy. Get that nice stretch and lift out of the pelvic bowl. Deep breath in. And a sigh. Lift up. Bring your arms wide. Roll your shoulders around. Circle your wrists. And then come to standing. I don't know which way round you guys all are. Come to standing at the back of your mat. Feet hip width. Circle the wrists just a couple of times each way, just to make sure the wrists are nice and mobile for when we get down there. So we're going to roll down. If you don't want to roll down, step forwards and come into a lunge. You're inhaling. Soften your knees or stride forwards into a lunge. Lower yourselves, folks. Walk out 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your hands shoulder width. Find downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, stick your bottom out. Now if you've come up onto your toes, you're going to be releasing your hamstrings, which allows you to push more with flat hands. Index fingers down so the wrists are working evenly. And then with your bottom sticking out, taking your ribs towards your thighs. Let your head hang. And then just a teeny weeny let down of the heels and a teeny weeny straighten of your knees. Imperceptible, but you can now feel a much bigger stretch in the legs. Let your head hang. It's just like a ripe plum. Just let it hang. From here, swing your hips forwards and come out into a full plank. Now, some of you won't want to be in a full plank. Some of you will want to be on your knuckles. Some of you will want to come onto your forearms. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your bottom, draw your inner thighs towards each other. The legs are hip width, but you're pressing inwards with your legs. Take a breath in, head in line. Exhale, lift one leg if you can. Even if you're on your knees, you can do this. If you're on all fours, you can do this. Bring one leg back down, stretch out the other leg, lift it. Bring that leg down, stretch out. And lift it. You can be on your forearms. Lift. Good. One more time. Lift. Woohoo! And down, other side, and down. Place your knees down, roll onto your side facing me with your hips in the air. Now you've got your forearm on the floor, hand flat. None of this. Get your ribs up, get your shoulder down, and stay here. Top leg, turn out and down. Turn out. We're not going to be here long. Turn out and down. Turn out. And down, tummy in, so your hips don't roll. Last 3, and down. Last 2, and down. Last 1, and down. Now back into a plank that you're on forearms. Hips are in the air, knees are down. Relax your feet and your toes. Stay here for a moment. Retract your chin. Look down at the floor. Please breathe. And then, forearm, you're going to roll and face the other way. Don't worry if you're not facing me, I don't mind. Not going to take offence online, am I? Shoulder drawn down, ribs lifted, waist lovely and long, head in line, not trying to correct the world. And then turn out and down. Ooh, turn out and down. So if you're really thinking, Lindsay, you've lost the plot, I hate this, lie on your side and do the clam. Just do the leg bit. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe in, really squeeze your bottom, turn it out. Last 3, and down, tummy held. Watch the shoulder doesn't creep up when you get tired. 2 more, 1 more. Pause, back onto your forearms, but you're still on your knees. Push down with the forearms so the shoulder blades are spread apart, you're not pinching. Good. Hold that position. Breathe deep. Those of you that want to, you could come up onto your toes. So there's nothing to stop you from doing a full plank. And then pop your knees down. Walk, army crawling back in. Slowly release yourself into a child's pose. Arms go down behind you. Rest your head on a cushion of the floor. Uncurl your spine, rolling up to kneeling. Arms go down by your side. You're in an absolute straight line from knee to hip to shoulder. Arms are straight. Chest lifted, but not your ribs out. Ribs tucked down, heart up. And then push back, push back, push back, push back. You know what this is, don't you? Preparation. Practice. Push back, push back, push back, push back. Last 4, 3, 2, stay here. Lean back. Come back up. Exhale, lean back. Coming back up. One more time. Lean back. Your arms are stiff. Back up you come. And then push back. Push back. Arms are straight. Now watch out for the kinky elbow. Keep them straight. Push. Push. Your chest is open. Your shoulder blades are drawn, squeezing towards each other and down your back. Press. 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 Last 4, 3, arms stiff. Watch the elbows and lean back. Up you come. Lean back. Up you come. One more time. Stay here. Push back. Push back. Oh, nasty. Watch your ribs. Tuck them down. Head back. Retract your chin. Rest your head on the headrest. Push back. Push back. Now keep your arms behind you. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. You can always be a little bit more vertical if you need to be, but your bottom is helping your front thighs. Your core is holding you up. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeeze in. Arms straight. And up you come. Release. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Give me a cat curl. No child's pose. Keep moving, folks. Come on, Lynn. I can hear you moaning. Tuck your pelvis under, around your spine. Let your head drop. You can be on your knuckles if you need to be. Release this spine and articulate it 1 vertebra at a time. And then ripple. Use your bottom. Push your hips up to your nose. Release. Heart lifting. One last time. Now take your bottom back to your heels. Keep your arms forwards. Take your knees a bit wider. Sink your chest and open into your shoulder girdle and your back. Sink down. Let your head turn one way. Stretch your neck. And then let your head turn the other way. What have you found under the settee? Or the bed? And then from here, crawl out onto your belly. Slide your legs out behind you. You're going to be in a nice straight line. So ready to swim. I'm just going to move this forwards. We've got space. Yeah, good. Arms go out in front of you. Turn your palms in, turn your thumbs up. Nice bit of back strength coming up. So give your pelvis a wiggle. Check your platypes are upside down and flat. Squeeze your knees, your thighs, your bottom. Take a breath in. Lift your head an inch, but look down at the floor. And then strong straight leg, floppy arm. Inhale, come down. Exhale, strong stiff leg, floppy arm. Inhale, come down. Watch the weight under the pelvis. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Just be aware that you're not pushing into your rib cage. You're not trying to come up yet. Staying long and low. Rib cage sort of scooped up really by the upper abdominals. Pelvis held still by your tummy muscles. Those that want to, not pressing into the floor with the remaining arm, but you can start to go up and down. You are using your back, not the arm that's on the floor. Please don't do this if your back is pinching. Exhale, head, neck, shoulders come up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. Stretch the leg. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. 4 more. Just really feel that your hip bones are pressing into the floor equally. Last 2. One more time. And release. Turn your head to one side, bring your arms down by your side, relax your shoulders. Stay there for a moment, have a quick breathe. Let me check if there's any messages. Hello, Marjorie. Hi, Chris. Oh, brilliant. Helen's joined as well. Me, how very dare you. Yes, you. So, lying on the floor, with your arms by your side, we're going to do what we did in kneeling. So you've got your forehead either resting on a cushion or just lifted in the air. Roll the collarbones back. When I say roll them back, you know what I mean. Slide them open. Shoulder blades are now level with the floor. Shoulder girdle is now level with the floor instead of collapsing forwards. Reach your arms down, lift them in the air. Engage your tummy lots. If your lower back is pinching, you need to tuck your tail down a little bit. And then lift, 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 lift. Press up, 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 up. Straight arm squeezing in the air. Height's irrelevant. You're just squeezing. Moving through treacle. Tucking your rib cage up. This is really good for your posture, for your upper back. Just because you're lifting your arms, don't let your shoulders collapse forwards. Keep your shoulders back, and that means your arms will be low. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4 more. And then hold still, go in and out. In, in. Your thumbs might be lucky enough to just scoop along the bottom of your bottom, but don't worry about that too much. Just press inwards and think of pressing the upper arm towards your ribs. And that way you forget the hands a bit and you don't worry about them coming together. You're more likely to bend your elbows if you think about your hands. Think upper arm in, upper arm in, upper arm in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Oof. Turn your head one way and stretch your neck. Oh, Max, you're trembling again. What's wrong, baby? This is when you need your animals to talk, isn't it? Turn your heads the other way. Bring your head to the centre, hands go down. Push with your hands like a plank. You can come up into a half plank or a full plank and then just hold it here for a moment, rock forwards and back. If you don't want to be on your hands, then go onto your forearms. If you don't want to be on your forearms, we'll be with you in a minute. Just have a little rock. 4, 3, push and pull with your toes. 1, and then knees go down. Bring your right leg forwards. Back leg as far back as it'll go. For you, Chris, let's get the hips forwards. Now take your elbow onto your thigh and sink the weight of your hips of your pelvis down. Chest up, yes, but don't arch the back. Let the ribs come forwards a little bit towards your thigh. Good. You may wish to just stay here. Please make this knee 90 degrees so it's a nice safe joint. I don't want your foot like that and your knee forwards because it puts too much pressure behind the kneecap. So foot well forwards, 90 degrees at the knee. Those of you that want to, just stay. Those of you that want to, squeeze this back cheek so it kind of drives your hips forwards. Those of you that want to, tuck your toes under on your back foot and lift yourself up. See if you can straighten out this back leg a bit and then do a little forwards and back. Woohoo! As you're rocking forwards and back, let the hips kind of sink to the floor a little bit more, just so you feel the weight of your pelvis sinking down. And then hold, squeeze, back leg. Ooh, press your knee down, release. Bring this front leg through, change to your left. Back knee as far back as it'll go. Front leg 90 degrees or a bit bigger. Find the stretch, come up onto your thigh with your elbows and your forearms. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Feel the stretch across the front of your hip, not arching. Tuck your ribs up a bit, almost on the front, look. Squeeze your back cheek. Stay there if you want to. Allow your pelvis to feel weighty and to just sink vertically to the floor. Front foot nice and wide apart and toes splayed. Tuck your toes under on your back foot if you can do it. Lift your back knee. Straighten your back leg if you can. Oh yeah, forwards and back we go. Now you could have your hands on the floor, of course. You could have your arms out to the side. But it's about gliding along the floor. Don't come up and down. Forwards and back. Work that back knee straight as much as you can manage. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Oh, place your knee down, hands come here, bring your leg through to the back, and take a momentary child's pose or a cat curl if you prefer. Rest. Just allow the weight of your head to sink. Switch off your neck. Breathe 3D, so you can visualize and feel the back of your body opening out. You can feel the sides of your body expanding. And you can feel your belly and your ribs opening out. Deep breath in. Exhale, uncurl your beautiful spine up, you come to kneeling, and then going out onto your side. Doesn't matter which side you do, as long as you do both, you're going to lie in a straight line. So, as you can see, I put my hand down, I lift my hips up, and then I land, plop, on the side of my thigh. And I look down and I check ankle, knee, hip. Do they broadly look like they're in a nice straight line? Then I can go down with my arm. Then I can glance down and check the tops of my feet. I can just see them. Heads come back in line, otherwise that's going to throw you off. Balance. Check your rib cage. Have you got a lumbar arch? And is your rib cage lifted on this side, so you've got length through the waist here? And then either balance or fingertip down or arm in the air. Stretch your top leg and lift it. Inhale. Stretch the underneath leg and lift it. Try and turn your knees to the front. Not turned out. No lateral rotation. And then scissor. Exhale. Inhale as they pass through the middle. Exhale apart. Soften your neck. Inhale through the middle. Go really slow, folks. So you've got time to kind of feel where the wobble is and engage the muscles and get the response that you need from your core. So you've got time to just be very precise and mindful about what you're doing. Exhale, don't just come forwards with the leg, add some movement to the back, particularly the underneath leg likes to bend. So as it goes back, pull up on your kneecap, squeeze your bottom more. Inhale and apart. Exhale. Watch this shoulder. Draw it down. Inhale and apart. Find the midpoint. Stay here. And then this waist is going to close this gap underneath. You're going to hitch and lift the legs. Roll over the side of your pelvis. Hitch, soft neck, and lengthen. Hitch, the tummy and the back are working equally. And down. And hitch. And down. Last two. Whoop. And down. Last one. Hitch. And release. Bend your knees up. Either head in hands, depending on your space and how you're feeling, or bow and arrow. So you're going to twist. You lift that elbow or spread the arm across your chest and then go into your twist. Just stay here for a moment. Let your head be heavy. Let yourself just hang out. Breathe in. And then lift your pelvic floor and your tummy to come back. Go again. Lift the elbow or the arm. Over we go. Whee. Enjoy that twist. Not pushing with the arm that's on the floor. Don't shove yourself over. Let yourself go over. And then back again. If you've got room and you want to, turn it into a chalk rainbow. Reaching with the arm. Round we go all the way down to your hip. And then all the way back again. Keep going. Let me just check for any messages. We're doing all right for time. See, I have nobody to correct. Oh, Alison's on and Erica, well done. My goodness me, there's 28 of you in class this morning. How cool are you? Hope you enjoyed those hip stretches, Chris. One more time round. So some of you are playing Meatloaf, aren't you? Instead of relaxing music. You should tell me, what's your favourite track to be playing while you're doing Pilates at home? We could have a little quiz. Guess what Erica's playing, or guess what Chris is playing. He'd be playing Beverly Craven or somebody. Judy Zook. So from here, roll onto your backs. How nice. We finally land. Have your pelvis in neutral. Pubic bone, hip bones are level. Shoulders are relaxed back, arms by your side. Take a breath in. Make your feet feel light as you exhale. The feet are light, the tummy's engaged, they're ready for action. You feel held all around the middle. You can prod it and feel that there's some tension. And then breathing in, exhale, fold one leg up. Place it back down as you inhale. Exhale, fold the other thigh up. Place it back down as you inhale. Go again. A random love heart went up the screen then. Are we on satellite delay? Was that Chris commenting on Judy Zook, or was that because you love this move? And then exhale, fold in. Inhale down, land lightly. Exhale, fold in. Inhale down. Remember, some of you do a little rock and you don't mean to, but when your foot comes down, it just loses a bit of control. And that's when you just squeeze the pelvic floor a little bit more, contain all the tension inside, keep the control of the low part of your abdominals. So the little pelvic floor squeeze on the change of legs is important. So you could stay with this, and really this is just to warm us up and get our core talking to us. We've done planks, yes, we've done some stuff in standing, yes, but this feels more tense specifically in that area, doesn't it? Fold your leg in, keep it here. Inhale. Still got a lumbar hollow, still got your ribs down. So watch Erica, the ribs tend to pop up a bit here, just anchor them down. And then arms up, hug a tree. Let's go. Opposite arm and leg. And lift. Exhale, arm and leg. And lift. Exhale, arm and leg. and lift. Just let the arm be nice and floppy and open. Let the armpit just flop open, the elbow soft. Last two. And then last one. Keep your knees in the air, inhale. Now take your right leg out to the side a little way till you feel you're on the brink and you feel like the weight is about to tip, but you're not letting it. Bring it back up again. Exhale, other foot out to the side. Back up again. Now remember, if your back is screaming at you now, or you're not ready for this, you can do it with your feet down. Knee out to the side and lift. Other knee out to the side. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, lift. Exhale out. Notice if you've got one side that tugs more than the other. And be really mindful that on that side, so for me it's my left side, I feel things leaning. I have to really consciously be aware of the still leg. Otherwise it just acts as a counterbalance. So I'll go left leg and I'll think right leg, stay still, stay still, stay still. So you have to really concentrate on the opposing side. Last four. Range of movement irrelevant. Pelvis and core very relevant. One more pair. Exhale. And bring your knees into your chest. Oh, that feels good. Roll your head from side to side and release your lower back. Place your feet down one at a time. The soles of the feet together, let your knees hang out like a frog. Arms go up and hug a tree. Ready for the very technical move. You know what it is. Reach, plop, reach, plop, reach, plop. You just protract the chest on one side. You lift the shoulder blade off the floor, land with a thud. And it just massages your upper back, brings a bit of blood supply to your upper back. Teaches your arms to just really be nice and floppy and relaxed in their sockets. Take some of the tension out of your neck and shoulders. Reach, plop, reach, plop. Last 4, 3, one arm at a time. And pop your hands behind your head. Fingers are interlocked. Thumbs going down the neck in that shape. And then elbows are going to lift into your peripheral vision. Those of us like to rib flare, tuck them down. So Kathy, if you're on, get your ribs down. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift your pelvic floor, folks. Curl up from underneath your chest, underneath your bust. Your gaze goes from here to kind of there. I'm looking at my coving that needs hoovering. Come back down again. And again, exhale. Inhale. You're keeping neutral spine. So with your knees out wide like this, you can't engage the hip flexors so much. Hopefully, Chris, yours are switched off, but you've maintained a little hollow behind your waist. Down you go. Exhale, curl. Inhale, down. Pelvic floor, exhale, curl. Inhale, down. Pelvic floor, exhale, curl up. Inhale, down. Last one, pelvic floor, exhale, curl up. Now, either keep one hand behind your head or both hands if you need to. Reach forwards if you can with one hand or both hands, so it depends on your neck. Forget the neck, retract the chin so that the neck's not doing much, and then pulse, pulse. It's like a little bathroom light switch is just tugging your ribs down, down. Look along the floor, as it were, or sort of maybe 2 or 3 foot off the floor, but look forwards. Reach, 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 reach. Lynn Chambers, you'll have your hand behind your head, I'm sure. Reach, reach. Sue King, you could try without your hands behind your head. And then those of you that want to rest, those of you that can, take your arms up behind your head and pulse, 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 pulse. Oh my goodness. 4, 3, slow it down, 2, 1, and release. Let your head roll from side to side. Bring your knees back up. Pull your right leg in, slide your left leg down. Have a quick circle of the ankle. Unfurl your leg, take it up. Now, are you imprinted or neutral at this point? Your back will have gone flat into the floor, and that's fine. If you're in neutral, great, you'll just have a bigger hamstring stretch. There's no right or wrong, but just notice immediately my back has tucked under, my pelvis has tucked under, my back's gone down. If I drop myself to neutral, that's as much hamstring stretch as I can get. If I go into an imprint, I can bring my leg in loads more. But I'm deluding myself because that's coming from my spine, not from my leg. So if you wanted a truer hamstring stretch, keep neutral, keep the lumbar arch, and then draw the leg in. Little point and flex. So nice for the lymph drainage. Get the legs up in the air. Then bring that knee onto your chest. Bring the other knee onto your chest. Have them wide. Rock from side to side. Take hold of your other leg. First leg goes down. Rock it in and out a little bit. Free up your pelvis and your lower back. Unfurl your leg up into a hamstring stretch. Ooh, tighter on this side. And then point and flex. Ooh, point and flex. Again, are you pelvic tilted with your waist on the floor? Or if you go to neutral, what's a real hamstring stretch for you? Much tighter for me this side. So if I go into an imprint, I can get to there, but this knee's rising up, so watch that, folks. Or if I go to a pelvis that's level, that's as far as my hamstring will go on this side, so there's work to be done. Leg straight. Bend and flex, and point and flex. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now then, keep your leg here. Take a breath in. Please engage your pelvic floor and then curl up with your head, neck and shoulders and slide your hands up to the back of your calf or thigh or ankle. Yes, you are now imprinted. Lift your other leg just off the floor, look down. And then you change legs, you catch the one that's in the air, give it a pulse. Catch the one that's in the air, give it a pulse. Try not to let your knees bend. So this leg's tight and it wants to go like that. This one's better, it's happier, straighter. So I have to talk to these quads and keep them drawn up. If this is too much for you, please feel free to put your heads down and make this much smaller. So you're in the air, but you're not going all the way to the floor. Catch, pulse, catch, pulse, catch, pulse. The danger is if your head is down and you go all the way to the floor that your back arches. That's why I'm saying minimise the movement. Catch, pulse. So it's either head up and legs bigger or head down and legs smaller. Catch, pulse. Squeeze your knee, front thigh strong, grab the calf, guide it in. 8, yes you can do it. 6, 5, we're doing pairs. Oh, what a nasty lady. 4, press your tummy down. 3, look down. Come on, last 2. Oh, draw it in, last one, you can. Last one, and release. Feet to the floor, slide your legs away, arms go over your head, full body stretch, and in the comfort of your own home. Fantastic. From here, you might have to twizzle your heads round if you want to see what's going on, but no obligation. You are going to roll onto your side. So we're now facing this way. Is that correct? You change sides. So start propped up on your elbow. Look down. Check you're right on the side of your thigh, ankles, knees, hips. Go down onto your side. Let your head rest. You can glance down, see the tops of your feet and your toes, and you lift your head back. You've got a lumbar hollow here, feel it and check. And then instead of letting the waist collapse here, lengthen that side away. Look what happens. I push the hip down and my ribs come up on the underneath side. So lengthen that waist, lift this side up and mimic standing. Inhale, folks. Exhale, stretch. You can rest your head on your shoulder or a cushion. This shoulder is drawn down. This side of your chest is open. Take another breath in. Engage your pelvic floor and your tummy. Lift your underneath leg just off the floor. Now you're working the inner thigh. Exhale apart. Inhale, center. Exhale apart. Inhale, center. If you want to, your arm can be here or here or here. Watch the underneath leg. It'll try and bend. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale apart. Inhale, center. It doesn't have to be a big scissor, but if you want to, you can make it bigger. Don't do one leg massive and the other leg small. So on this side, when my leg comes forwards, look, I can get a big scissor. But on the other side, when my leg goes behind you, I'm restricted, so I don't make the top leg move so far. Play around with it. Are you relaxing your neck and your shoulder? Good. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. The waist is still lifted. Inhale. Last two. Stretch those legs out. Pause in the middle. Breathe in. And then hitch the hip up. Squidge and shorten that side of your waist. Press this side into the floor. Lengthen and roll over the side of your hip. And again, side flex. Inhale, lengthen. Side flex. This tummy is held throughout, not just when you get to the top. You've only got 3 to go. Exhale, press your tummy back. Inhale, draw your shoulder down. Last 2. Soft neck. One more time, go up and stay there. Feel the work. Strong legs, strong waist, strong tummy, strong back, strong glutes. Drop the shoulder, relax your neck. So it's down here, it's going roar, and up here it's going la. And release. Bend your knees up. You've either got head in hands. Check you've got a lumbar arch before you set off. Check your ribs are lifted. No love hearts on that move, I noticed. And then lift your elbow and spreading out. Shoulder blades on the floor. Take a breath in. And then back you come. So if you haven't yet found the love hearts and the angry faces, at the bottom of your screen where it says like, you can actually like me with a thumbs up, which is considered in Facebook land to be really quite mediocre. So you really need to press either love hearts or there's a laughing face. I think there's a sad face. There's an angry face. We don't want any of those. And you can press it multiple times and get quite giddy. Also, if you want to draw, oh, somebody's playing. Oh, yay! Thank you. Although I think I saw an angry one then. Oh, that was a mediocre blue thumb. Pa! What was I going to say? Oh yes, if you want to draw your attention, let's say you want me to see something, or you want Marjorie Watson to see something, you can put her name, I think. If you type hi Marjorie like Rachel did, then it would highlight it in bold or blue or black, and that person would then be sent not a message, but would see that they are being spoken to, as it were. So it draws your attention to it, it highlights it to you. So if after playing this you wanted to send a message to somebody, you could type in such and such a thing, Lindsay, don't ever do that again. And if you type in Lindsay, then I will go, oh, somebody sent me a message. And I will look at it. And then completely ignore you. So one more time, spreading over with the shoulders. Then use your hands to push yourselves up. Come up into sitting at the front of your mat. Find a little piece, hold onto your thighs. Love hearts! I sing a song when you give me love hearts, you know. Lean back. No, I'm not going to get any now, am I? Lift your feet just off the floor. Find a seated balance. Now use your arms as much as you want to. Lighten the grip if you want to. Let go if you want to. And find your balance. Now you could just stay here. You could stay holding on. You could take a breath in. That would be nice. Or you could lift a leg. Bring it back down. Exhale, lift the other leg. Bring it back down. Keep your heart up. Lift a leg. Maybe get it a bit straighter. Bring it down. Lift your other leg. Bring it down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Inhale. Last two. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Rock forwards. Have a little rest for a minute. Make sure you've got room behind you. And then rolling down. You can hold your legs if you need to. You can slide your hands down your thigh. Or you can roll all the way down without using your arms. So 4 shoulder bridges to finish. Take a breath in. Feet are flat on the floor, hip width and parallel. Push with your feet, thighs and bottom. Get the pelvic tilt first and peel your spine off the floor into a diagonal line. Stretch from your hips to your knees. Hips to knees. From shoulders, these are shoulders, Lindsay. Head, shoulders, knees and head. So stretch from your shoulders to your knees. Really feel length through the front of your body. Not height. Yes, you're up, but don't shove your ribs in the air. Just stretch. Take your arms over. Inhale here. Are your feet flat? Roll down one bone at a time. All the way down to neutral. Arms down by your side. Take a breath in. Exhale, push with your flat feet, squeeze your thighs at the bottom, roll your spine up. Arms go up and over. Soften your ribs, jaw and face. And down you roll. So you can stay with plain shoulder bridges. You can also make them fancier. So on this one, if you want to, taking a breath in, push with your feet, thighs bottom, peel your spine off the floor, come up. Arms up, hug a tree. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold one knee up. Inhale, it comes down without any shifting or transferring of weight. I mean, yeah, you press, but don't let your hips shift. Fold your other leg in. Take it back down. Foot to floor. Squeeze your thigh on your bottom and then fold in. Inhale, come down, squeeze your thigh, squeeze your bottom, fix with the core, fold your other knee in. Place it back down. Inhale, lift. Arms over, leave them just off the floor and roll down. And bring your arms down by your side. Now on the next one, we're also going to curl up and see if we can come up high into sort of sitting. So, make sure you've got a bit of room. Take your feet hip width and parallel. Inhale. As you exhale, push with your flat feet. Tuck your pelvis under. Roll the spine up vertebra at a time. Come up to your shoulders. Take your arms up to the ceiling. Fold your left knee in. Straighten your left leg up. Exhale, take your leg all the way to the floor. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, bend it. And place it down smoothly. Transfer the weight but feel seamless. Fold your other leg in. Inhale, lengthen it if you wish. Exhale, it goes all the way down to the floor. Soft shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Place it back down seamlessly. Roll your spine down. Now, when you get to an imprint, stop. Inhale. You're not in neutral, you're in imprint. Chin to chest, curl up, and then see if you can roll your spine all the way off the floor, sit up tall. We're doing it one more time. Roll down. Come on, Sue. Arms go over. Inhale, hands to ceiling. Tuck your pelvis under, lift your pelvic floor. Take your head over your chest, otherwise it's impossible. Curl. I lied, we're doing one more. This is your last one. Lift up, lean back, keep your head over your chest, roll the spine down one bone at a time. Feet flat, Arms go over, no flinging. Inhale, hands to ceiling. Exhale, pelvic tilt, lift your pelvic floor. Chin to chest, so you're like a basin here. You've curled up at the top end, you've curled under at the bottom end. You're like a saucer. And now, breathe out. Did you do it? Sit up tall and release. And then briefly, legs go out straight. Cross your right leg over. Pull it in. Wrap your elbow round. So this foot is flat on the floor. Elbow round or hands holding it. Be careful, Marjorie, of your hips. Do not do a big compress. Have it further away. Have it gentle. And then take your arm up and twist the opposite way. So if your right leg has gone over you, over the straight leg, then it's now your left arm, right leg, no, it's your right arm that's going behind you. Whereas if you put your left leg over, then it's your left arm that's going behind you. So you're twisting towards the bent leg. Your belly is turning towards the bent leg. Don't force the head round, just let the head go round. Release. Uncross the legs, sit up nice and tall, give them a little shake. Now bend your left leg, take it over if you want to. Have it further away and just do a gentle twist, or closer in, wrap your elbow round. Pull it to the sternum. You haven't twisted your body yet. Your shoulders are dropped down and that leg is coming straight in towards you. Already you might be able to feel it stretching your buttock and your hip. Now, same arm, same leg. So if it's your left leg that's gone over, lift your left arm up. That's not just to take your arm up. That's to give you some lift out of your spine, to give you a sense of direction. Lift up with pelvic floor and tummy. Take your back straight. Take the arm behind you. Place your hand close to your spine like a tent pole to hold you up vertically. And then allow your belly to turn towards the bent leg. Allow your ribs and your chest to turn. And finally, your head to turn. Do not force. It's incremental twist. That's nice. So the bent leg, your foot is flat. Try and get the big toe down, folks. Deep breath in. Big sigh out. And then bring your body back to the centre. Bring your head back to the centre. Uncross your legs. Give them a little shake out. Fantastic. Woohoo! We're done.